Okay, this is Eric at FlexPVC.com. We're going to make this video here to show you some navigational tips on our website. Most people, when they come into our website, what happens is they come in through either a link or through Google or another search engine, and they come into a page like this that just shows you all the different products we make. Over here on the left is the navigation, which you can tell is kind of extensive. You can find what you're looking for using this method over here, but you have to learn how our system works. Just one thing real quick is that you'll notice that capitalization gets put above non-capitals or smalls. So take that into consideration. So like for example, all this PVC stuff over here comes ahead of the small p's like this. So PI would normally come before PVC, but because it's capitalized, it comes first. However, we rarely use that method on our website. The truth is, what we do is you go right here. Okay, you go to the main page, and you're going to see these 6 green buttons up across the top of the page. You're also going to see these rows of pictures. These are probably some of the more common things that people are looking for, a little hard to find on the website if you go through the standard navigation. So we created this website, or excuse me, this web page here. And of course there's other buttons. So I'm going to go through each one as quickly as I can because I know your time is valuable. Okay, green button number 1, that's our Flex PVC selection guide. That shows all of the different items that we sell on the website as far as flexible PVC pipe and flexible PVC hose. Goes all the way down here to 14, 15. I guess we got some new ones in here. Okay, so that is green button number 1. Green button number 2 is for if you're trying to buy a short piece of flexible PVC pipe. Some people call it Flex PVC because we invented a term, but it is flexible PVC pipe. So this goes down here. Then green button number 3 is for cut rigid PVC pipe. Now, it is true, our company is FlexPVC.com, and we did start out selling flexible PVC pipe, but we also sell a lot of rigid PVC pipe as well. Top number 1 here is clear PVC pipe, and you will notice that there are 4 options over here. You have your NSF Schedule 40, which is potable water rated. Then you have your UV Schedule 40, which is stuff that you're going to use if it's outside or exposed to the sun, or UV sterilizers. Clear thin wall UV, this is the same thing except it's thinner wall. It's a little cheaper, it's a little bit lighter, and you can see through it a little bit better. Of course, it won't take the same pressure the Schedule 40 will. And then you've got some Schedule 80 here, NSF, potable water rated, but we only have that in the smaller sizes. Okay, here's your standard Schedule 40 white PVC plumbing pipe. You see all the way up to 14 inch. Anything you want, you just click on the link here. Page will load. You have to go down to the specs and details, read information, set your cut length, however long you want it, and then you would add to your cart. Okay, so I'll go back. Get back. Okay, so there's your Schedule 40. Here's your Schedule 80. Go down a little further. You got your furniture grade pipe, which only goes up to 2 inch. Then you got your thin wall. Now this one actually is kind of a mishmash of stuff. You've got your Class 315 half inch. You got your Class 200 from 3/4 inch to 4 inch. You got your purple pipe, which is your SDR21 reclaimed water pipe. Then you've got your SDR21 2.5 inch pipe, which is a real oddball. Then you've got your SDR 13.5, that's the orange. This is the stuff that they use for sprinkler systems, but people like to use the orange. SDR 35, total weird pipe, thin wall, 4 inch. Don't get confused. This is a special pipe right here. It only fits SDR fittings. 6 inch and 8 inch thin wall. Then you got your gray duct pipe. And then we put the clear thin wall down here again because some people come down here looking for the thin wall, so we put that repeated down here. Gray UV, almost completely out of stock. That's a discontinued item. This is your almond colored CTS, copper tube size, CPVC. Got a little bit of it down here from 1/2 to 2 inch. Solid rod, we got to do a video on this. We sell solid rod from 1/8 inch to 1 inch. It's just solid PVC, but it's really nice. There's a lot of uses for this. Look for the video of this in the future. Okay, so that's green button number 3, which we put solid rod in the pipe because we just figured people might look there for it. Alright, now I'm going to skip this one for now, and I'm going to go to number 6, PVC fittings. This is a very popular page. Here's all the different fittings that we sell. This is probably one of the easiest pages to use because it's got pictures of everything that you're looking for, or should have anyways, and links directly to it. You're going to notice on this page that you've got up here on top, that is your part number. See, there's your part numbers. Now you'll see some of these have more than one because obviously we put 90s here, and that contains a lot of different types of 90s, different configurations. Okay, and then here's our plumbing pipe again. Okay, so go back here to the home page. We'll just go home page. You'll notice this mast up here stays consistent on every single page that you go to. Now I'm going to go to green button number 6, which is our snap clamps. These are the guys that snap over pipe to hold tarp and screen and so forth onto your pipe. And I'm going to go to green button number 4. This is furniture grade. Now this takes a little bit of a time to load because it's searching for all of the 3 ways, 4 ways, 5 ways, and 6 ways. You can also search. This is just going to show you your 4 ways, 5 ways, and 6 ways. Yeah, but if you really want to get technical, you can just type in the word furniture here and search for that, and that'll come up with even more furniture grade fittings. It'll also come up with the snap clamps because they're furniture grade as well. Alright, then we're going to go back to the home page, and if I go too fast, just hit the pause button or back up and re-listen to what I say. But I'm trying to make this as fast as I can because I know people don't like watching long videos. Okay, now we're at the back home page, and what you got over here is your tech help box. Now the tech help box, this is really very important information. You got your pressure chart. This is the PVC pipe size and pressure chart. It gives you your ID, or sorry, your IDs here, your OD, and this is a nominal pipe size. So what you do is you measure the outside diameter, and then you look to your left, and that'll tell you the nominal size that you have. Now understand, the nominal size is just, nominal means in name only. So you can see here that like for a 1-inch pipe you have 1.31. That's always going to be the outside diameter, but you have 1.049, then you've got 0.957, and then you got 1.18. This is because these are different classifications of pipes. So that's what throws people off all the time. But it's all called 1-inch pipe. Sorry about that, I didn't make up these standards. Somebody else did. Okay, scroll down. This is the big stuff. Now here, this is really important because you'll notice up here your nominal size approximately matches the ID of the pipe, and your OD has nothing to do with your nominal size. However, when you get above 12 inches, meaning 14 and up, you'll notice that the actual OD is the nominal size, and they just changed that. Now understand, the reason they did that is because when somebody specifies half-inch pipe, what they're doing is they're saying, I want enough volume to go through this system that will equal a half-inch pipe. I know I didn't say that very well, sorry. But an engineer will specify the volume of water, and then what they do is they figure what size pipe will fit that. So they don't really care about the outside diameter, they only care about the inside diameter. Okay, going down to copper tube size, that's CTS. This is the almond color stuff. These are completely, this is a whole different ballpark from the Schedule 40 stuff up here, Schedule 80, Class 200, completely different pipe. This is almond color. This here opens up in a PDF. It's got a whole bunch more specifications for different size pipes. Just more information down here. Telescoping pipe right there. We're going to make a video on this because we've expanded this right here. It's going to be a little bit of time, but we do have some interesting things going on in the telescoping pipe system. Up here is a link, should be a link up here. Here it is right here. PVC pipe specs, weight per foot. This one right here, this is a really helpful page. Some of the same information as the previous one, but it also has your weight per foot based on your PVC and your CPVC. Also, you notice CPVC is a little bit denser than standard PVC. It is a little bit heavier duty plastic. Okay, so that's that. Same thing. Oh, right here. This is a temperature degrading chart. Notice that when you do, let me go back here. When you look up the pressure rating, okay, on any of this, it doesn't matter. See these little star, that means to go down, look at the bottom, star, disclaimer. Okay, what that means is the pressure rating is at 73 degrees, or 68 or 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And as your temperature goes up, you have to derate the pipe. In other words, at 73 degrees is 100%. So if you look up here, you got a 1-inch pipe. It's rated for 450 psi at 73 degrees. However, if the pipe gets to, let's say, 100 degrees, therefore it's going to be derated to 62%. So you take 0.62 times the rating at 73 degrees, which is 450. You figure out what that is. 0.62 times 450. It's definitely going to be much lower. Okay. Go back to the front page, click on the logo. Clicking the logo top left corner of the page will always take you back to the home page. Okay, so that's your pipe size chart. Here's your flexible PVC pipe. This is the same as number 1. We just made it a little bit easier to put in 2 different places. Originally it was on just the home page, but people couldn't find it because they weren't going to the home page, so that's why we put it up here. Another selection guide. This is the same thing as clicking on number 3. See? And again, same reason we had these on the home page, and then we moved them up here so that people would find them easier. This is FlexPV full specs. This is for the flexible PVC pipe. You're going to notice here that it's got your different types of pipes. You got your ID, you got your ID. Working pressure, burst pressure. Burst pressure, this is when the seams will split. Flexible PVC pipe is seamed, so if you exceed this pressure, you run the risk of bursting a seam. This is the working pressure. You should try to keep your pressure rating below this. You can spike them once in a while, but try and keep it below this rating here. Minimum bend radius. I also said this in another video. You'll notice here that Ultra Flex will do 1 inch here. 1 inch standard flex is rated for 3 inch minimum bend radius, and Ultra Flex is 8. And some people say, well, that doesn't make sense. The Ultra Flex should be a tighter bend radius. No, actually what happens is, because Ultra Flex is basically the same stuff as standard flex, but it's thinner wall. So what happens is when you start to bend it, it bends easier. However, it also kinks easier. So we don't want you to bend it as tight. Otherwise you might kink it. So if you're bending it really tight, go with the standard flex. But if you want something more flexible, meaning less force needs to be used to bend it, then the Ultra Flex is better for you. Here's your roll diameter. Here's your weight per foot. Just multiply times 100. That'll give you your weight per roll. Here's approximate roll sizes. Now this is just approximate because the machine sometimes doesn't get them act exactly the same every time. Okay, so go back to the home page, and this is our tech video page, which is where this video will go eventually. It's not going to show up here because my browser blocks it, but anyways, this is where all the tech videos will be. Go back to the home page. Okay. FAQ, please read this. There's a lot of information in this page, and it leads to a lot of other pages. Just spend the time. There's an enormous amount of information in this page. Here's a picture. People want to know what it looks like. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, seems to work. Okay, now you're looking right down the inside of a 2-inch piece. Here is at full screen, so you can see how smooth it is. It's got a little bit of bumps, but you can barely feel them. Okay, so we'll go back to our original page. All right, and okay. So just more information, FAQ. Please read this. There really is a lot of information on here. This is a very detailed FAQ. All right, go back up to the top. Go back to the home page. Pipe flow chart. Okay, again, really popular. That's a lot of people call and email about questions on this page. It would be really nice if you could get an exact number for how much water will flow through a pipe, but in fact you can't. There's just too many variables. And what you're going to look in here, this is pretty much a system, but down here there's a second flow. All they're doing here is just measuring the amount of flow through a single piece of pipe. Down here, this is the flow through a valve, a ball valve. Well, no, not a ball valve, because ball valves are nominal, they're smaller. But anyways, this is a valve. So you've got 3 different charts here, so you do get 3 different numbers. This big chart here, this gives you gravity flow. This gives you medium pressure, which is anywhere between 10 and 100 psi. Again, it can't be accurate because it's just giving you a rough estimation. As soon as you put a 90 or a T or you change your pump, it's going to change. But this gives you a rough idea. These are the maximum you should be able to get. Now you can exceed this, but the problem is as soon as you exceed it, you run the risk of a hydraulic hammer on your system. You also run the risk of cavitation at your pump, and you also run the risk of cracking a pipe. So, and also very noisy. Now it might not matter to you, but some people it does matter. So try and stay in either the green or the yellow. Try to stay out of the red. Here's a nemograph. This is really, I hope that this video actually picks this up. I'm not sure if I click on this, it's going to open another window. I don't know if it's recording this or not, but if you click on that, this is a nemograph. Very, very useful tool. Print this out, read the instructions, and you'll see how helpful it is to try and figure out how much water goes through a piece of pipe. That's where this stuff comes through here, just generalizations of a nemograph. All right, go back to the home page. All right. Okay, why it's important to buy products made in the U.S. Please just read this page because there really is important information here. All right, go down a little bit further. You can read through this. There's a lot of information here that you might not think you need to know, but actually you probably do. So spend a little time. It'll only take you about 5-10 minutes to read through all these pages, at least get the general idea. Okay, right here, these main pictures right here are really important because they lead to sub-pages. For example, repair parts. Really a lot of important items on this page. People are always asking about inside pipe couplers, pipe extenders, bell ends, snap tees, telescoping tees, inside pipe plugs, etc. Okay, these fittings right here, not many people know this exists. This is a fitting extender. It actually goes over a fitting. So if you have a pipe that's broken off and there's no way you can replace it, you can actually put one of these over the fitting. Now they're only available 1.5 inches and 2 inch, but this can really save your hide if you get in trouble. Okay, so go back. Go back. Okay, so let's go to like valves. Here's a valve page. You'll see a whole bunch of valves open up, and same thing for all of these. So you just have to take some time to go through this and click on all the different items. Barb fitting, tons of barb fittings, just unbelievable number of barb fittings we have. And notice here we got our barbed bulkhead fittings. We also have those on the bulkhead fitting page. We'll go back to the home page, and then we will go to the bulkhead fitting page, which is right here. And you got all those, and then you get the barb fitting here, because this is both a barb and a bulkhead fitting. So anyways, we just wanted to show you that. I know I rushed through this really fast. I apologize. But really the best thing to do is just start spending some time, start clicking around. We try to keep the front page loaded with some of the more commonly asked questions or commonly asked for items, and also the items are a little bit hard to find. People would not know where to look. Like, where am I going to find float valves? Well, we put those on the front page so that it's easier for people to find. Cutters, tools, U-bends, our glue. That's easy. The glue is great. There's a great page here, the glue. Here's the different glues that we sell. Here's their equivalent of other brands. Yes, we stock it. Maybe we stock it. Anyway, so just look through there. It'll be helpful. So I always say this every time I want to do a video, but I'll try and do another one. But we just really want to get these videos up there for people to start looking, so help them out. Oh, notice this page right here, this mast right here. This is all a shortcut to the different types of pipe. Now this is the same information as what's on page green button number 3. However, it's broken down. See, because if you click on this, you're going to get all of the different pipes, right? But if you just click on the mast, you get, oh, I just want Schedule 40 white. Oh, I just want Schedule 80. I just want furniture grade. I just want CPVC. Oops, sorry, that didn't work exactly as planned. Well, actually, it's there. It's right here. It just gets put up here in this header. Same thing, but you have the same navigation. There's your CTS. Here's your thin wall. Okay, so logo, top left corner, always takes you back to the home page. If you ever get lost, you need to view your cart, go to the home page, and then your view cart is always right over here. You can do the shopping cart or the view cart. All right, this has been Eric at FlexPVC. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Appreciate your patience and time.